Today we will try to understand and discuss that what are the hydraulic characteristic of a circular sewer sections when they are running partial full. This particular thing is necessary whenever we are doing a hydraulic design of a sewers. And we understand that the hydraulic design of a sewer and drains, which means nothing but finding out their sections. If circular, then what would be the diameter and the gradient. And this particular design is generally carried out on the same line as that of a water supply pipes. But there are some two major difference which is like a characteristic of a flow in a sewer and water supply line. What are those two difference? The first is the water supply pipes carry the pure water, while in our sewer lines, which is containing many kind of a solid particle, either it could be organic or inorganic in nature, and when it may happen that heavier particle may settle down at the bottom of a sewer, and as and when the flow velocity reduces, thus ultimately it would result in a clogging of a sewer. So to avoid such a condition, that is a clogging or a silting of a sewer, it is necessary that the sewer pipes should be of such a size and laid at such a gradient which will generate the self cleansing velocity at a different possible discharge. And the sewer material also should be capable of resisting wear and tear that is caused due to abrasion of a solid particle present in a sewage, so with the interior of the pipe. Second difference is the water supply pipes carry water under the pressure, and within certain limits they may be carried up and down the hills and the valleys. But while the sewer pipes carry sewage as a gravity conduit, and that is open channels, and therefore they must be laid at a continuous gradient in downward direction up to the outflow point, and that is, these two are the main differences. And whenever we design the sewer line, we know that there will be the flow variation in a velocity, because sewage discharge flowing through the sewer does not remain constant all the time, and they vary considerably from time to time. And due to these variation in the discharge, the depth of a flow that also will vary, and if the depth of a flow varies, definitely what other things will change, that is hydraulic mean depth will also vary. And when there is a change in hydraulic mean depth, we know that what are the empirical formulas to find out the head loss or the velocity. So whenever the hydraulic mean depth changes, the flow velocity will also get affected and will also change time to time. So today in studying these hydraulic characteristic of the sewer when it is running partially full, we shall try to understand that at what different depth, what are the effect on the discharge, what are the effect on a velocity. Let me tell you that as these sewer line are designed and the wastewater running under the atmospheric pressure, they are designed like either they are running half full or a 2/3 full or a 3/4 full. So let us understand the hydraulic characteristic first. So now if we take a particular case jahan diameter of a sewer is capital D, and our wastewater flowing at a particular depth, and that depth is a small d, and because of this water surface the included angle is alpha, right. So with this consideration, let us understand when these our sewer line running full, we are aware that the area will be of course pi by 4 d square, and perimeter, that is wetted perimeter, will be pi into d, that is known to you, and hydraulic mean depth, that is r, which is nothing but area divided by wetted perimeter. So if you put the value of pi by 4 d square divided by pi by d, we shall get d by 4. Now what will be the depth at a partial flow, that is a small d, that we need to find out. See, the total is a d, capital D, then radius will be definitely the d by 2, and this particular portion, if we deduct from d by 2 from a radius, we shall be able to find the small d or the depth at a partial flow. So, d by 2, that is radius, minus if we put value, that is d by 2 cos alpha by 2. This cos alpha by 2, it is nothing but this much of a distance, right. So, this is radius is d by 2 and the alpha, this is angle is alpha by 2. We a particular vertical portion of a triangle will be d by 2 cos alpha by 2 and horizontal portion will be d by 2 sin alpha by 2. So, just we have placed the value, that is d by 2 cos alpha by 2, and proportionate depth we shall find, that is d by d. So, the small d at or the depth when it is running partially full, divide by the d, we shall get 1/2 1 minus cos alpha by 2, right. Here no, if we take a d by 2 common, that will be 1 minus cos alpha by 2, right. I think this is clear. If you still do not understand, it is better to pause the video and understand it first, right. अब आगे देखना है हमें, like what is the area of a cross section running partial full. पूरा का तो हमने देखा, that is a pi by 4 d square, but area, that is a shaded portion अभी जो दिख रहा है आपको फिगर में, उसका एरिया क्या है. अभी पूरा अल्फा इफ इट इज 360 डिग्री पूरा होगा फुल, तो इट इज पाई बाई 4 डी स्क्वेयर, राइट. तो सिंपली हम कैलकुलेशन करते हैं कि 360 डिग्री पे पाई बाई 4 डी स्क्वेयर है, तो अल्फा पे कितना होगा. सो दैट वुड बी आवर एरिया ऑफ द ट्रायंगुलर प्लस नीचे का जो शेडेड पोर्शन है वो आएगा. लेट मी शो यू दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, दैट हमें जो फाइंड करना है वो ये पूरा ऊपर का ट्रायंगल और नीचे का ये जो पोर्शन हुआ, इतना पोर्शन ये हमारा पाई बाई 4 डी स्क्वेयर अल्फा अपॉन 360 हुआ. अभी हमें डिडक्ट उसमें से करना है ऊपर का दो ट्रायंगल, राइट. सो दीज आर द टू ट्रायंगल एंड वी नो दैट द वैल्यू अभी आगे भी देख ली. यू मे गो बैक टू द वीडियो. तो वर्टिकल हाइट ट्रायंगल की क्या है और उसका बेस क्या है. तो ये अभी दो ट्रायंगल हुए, तो वी हैव प्लेस 2 इंटू दो ट्रायंगल का एरिया क्या होगा 1/2 इंटू दैट इज बेस एंड हाइट. सो हाइट इज d by 2 cos alpha by 2 into the base, that is d by 2 sin alpha by 2, राइट. तो ये नाउ अभी आपको अपना ट्रिग्नोमेट्री का थोड़ा पास्ट नॉलेज ब्रश अप करो. साइन 2 थीटा इज इक्वल टू हम क्या लिखते थे 2 साइन थीटा कोस थीटा, राइट. सो 2 साइन अल्फा बाई 2 cos alpha by 2 will be sin alpha. So putting these value into particular above equation and taking pi by 4 d square common out, what is remaining is alpha divided by 360 and sin alpha upon 2 pi, right. So this is a particular area we have found out, and proportional area, that is small a divided by capital A. So this is the value of small a, that is when it is running partial full. हमने अभी ये फाइंड आउट किया और उसमें से हमें डिवाइड बाई पाई बाई 4 डी स्क्वेयर करना है, तो वो अपना पूरा का एरिया है. सिमिलरली ऑन सिमिलर ग्राउंड हमें वेटेड पेरीमीटर देखना है. पूरे का तो पाई डी था, अभी ये व्हेन इट इज रनिंग पार्शियल फुल, लेट्स से ये पूरे 360 था तब पाई डी था, तो अल्फा पे कितना होगा, राइट. सो दैट इज पेरीमीटर. and proportionate perimeter will be this perimeter divided by when running full. So, we will be getting a alpha divided by 360 degree. Now, hydraulic mean depth when running partial full, that is R, A divided by P, और A और P दोनों की वैल्यू हमने फाइंड कर ली है, तो वी जस्ट पुट दिस वैल्यू 360 डिग्री sin alpha divided by 2 pi alpha, right. So this is if we अभी जो हमने small a that is area और perimeter find किया, that is already if you put will be getting this value. Now ये जो R आया divide by when running full, तो ये दो वैल्यू लिख ले हम. कैपिटल आर दैट इट फुल रन वो तो d/4 था, तो वो d/4 जो अपना स्मॉल आर में वो कैंसल आउट हो जाएगा ये, तो दैट इज व्हाट इज रिमेनिंग, दैट इज r/r. नाउ let us say that what will be the effect on a velocity when running at a partial flow. This is our Manning equation. Velocity is equal to 1 upon n. N is nothing but a rugosity coefficient or Manning coefficient. R raised to 2/3 and S raised to 1/2. S is a slope. Same that when it is running velocity at full, so we are running as a full, the same equation. Now let us understand that what would be the ratio of the velocities when it is running partially full or partial flow and running full, right. So this would be n by n, here it would be r raised to 2/3 divided by r that is running full raised to 2/3, and let the slope for will be the common. So it will cancel out because the same pipeline, either it is running full or a partial full, the slope is same, right. And value of Manning's coefficient also will be same. So what remaining is ratio of velocity to velocity is r raised to 2/3 and r raised to 2/3. लेकिन आगे हमने r/r की वैल्यू फाइंड कर ली है. You may go back to the video and see that we have already found out. So just putting that value, right. तो ये r/r की वैल्यू ये थी raised to 2/3. देखो ये यहाँ ये हमने फाइंड किया था r/r. So here what we are getting is velocity to. तो हमने अभी सब रेशियो फाइंड कर लिया. तो नाउ लेट अस आल्सो फाइंड द रेशियो ऑफ q डिवाइड बाय q, राइट. सो द स्मॉल q that is the discharge when it is running partial full. So q by q is equal to area into velocity divided by area into velocity, and already a by a का रेशियो और v by v वेलोसिटी टू वेलोसिटी, वो दोनों रेशियो हमने फाइंड आगे कर लिए हैं. तो वी जस्ट पुट दैट वैल्यू ओवर हियर. दैट इज अल्फा अपॉन 360 डिग्री माइनस साइन अल्फा डिवाइड बाय 2 पाई. और ये जो वेलोसिटी का हमारे पास रेशियो था वो ये है. यहाँ हमने फाइंड किया था ये वेलोसिटी का रेशियो, राइट. और यहाँ हमने ये फाइंड किया था प्रोपोर्शनेट एरिया का रेशियो. तो ये दो वैल्यू हमने यहाँ रखी, तो वी हैव गॉट दिस रिजल्ट. तो अभी जो भी हमने इक्वेशन डिराइव्ड की है, राइट, इन ऑल दिस डिराइव्ड इक्वेशन एक्सेप्ट अल्फा एवरीथिंग इज कांस्टेंट. So if we give a different values to the alpha, all the 6 proportionate element can be easily calculated. And by taking a proportionate depth, that is a small d divided by a bigger D, that is the ratio of a diameter to depth as a reference, value of other element can be found out. And from the ready-made computed value which is shown in this table. So from this table it can be seen that velocity at a partially filled circular section equal or exceed those in a full section. So v by v की वैल्यू जो d by d की वैल्यू 1 है तब velocity to velocity 1 है, but when the ratio of d to d when it becomes 0.8 मतलब partially full run होता है तब velocity की वैल्यू बढ़ जाती है, that is 1.14. So we get a higher velocity even at a lower depth. And also the case with discharge, we get a higher discharge when it is running partial full, when d to d ratio is 0.9. So we get at a some higher discharge, but this is true up to the d by d it is a 0.5. So at 0.5 we get a equal value of area to area, velocity to velocity and q to q, but less than 0.5 then value will be reduced. So it is always better that our sewer line runs minimum half full. Less than that we shall be compromising with some of the hydraulic property of the sewers. But if you again observe more closely to this table, you see that decline in proportionate velocity is not so sharp, right, as in the decline in a discharge, because the area reduces much faster as compared to the hydraulic mean depth, right, understand. So these are the some of the characteristic of a sewer when it is running partial full, and these different value can be used while designing our sewer line. Hope you have understood this, and thank you for listening this. Better like whenever if you have a doubt, please go backward, take a pause, do the calculation by yourself and you will understand better. Fine, happy learning.